coming up on today's episode.
Good afternoon, YouTube. Here with you at the chair in the living room. A great place to be, no doubt. Wednesday, May the 7th, 4:38 in the p.m. About time for supper. I think I'm having sandwiches again tonight. I like my sandwiches. I think I'm about out of the chicken that I bought last time. No, I want to get some more of that. That's pretty good stuff. Of course, at $10 a pound, it ought to be. Reason I'm here today, got a couple of items in today. One came UPS, one came USPS, but both were basically the same thing. And they were, in fact, a Blue Yeti microphone. I don't know anybody out here watches Buy It, Fix It, but here's his channel right here. And I'll put a link to that in the description. He has a lot of interesting. Now he's over in the UK, but he has a lot of interesting stuff that he works on and fixes. It seems to do pretty good. Doesn't use schematics all that much, if he does at all. And so he had one of these in to repair, and that's what got me to looking at him. I thought, well, you know, if he got it for I think 16 pounds is what he said, that's not too bad. And I went to looking on eBay. And sure enough, I found one, and I made an offer on it and got it for my price. And then another one popped up, and it wasn't much more. And I thought, well, I might as well get two in case I need parts. And I thought, well, you know, do that. I did, and they both arrived the same day, which is pretty neat. And basically, they both have the same problem. And you're looking at the problem on the screen right now. That's the socket or the place in the PCB where the mini USB jack mounts in the bottom of the microphone. And that is on his, it was just completely wasted. I don't think it was usable at all. But I've noticed the ones that I got, one of them is really loose, and that's the one I'm using right now to make this video. You can tell the sound is very clear. I like the sound of it. And the other one I got has a high-pitched squeal or tone, whatever you want to call it, in the left channel only. Now, from what I've read online and troubleshooting things like that, they say that can be caused by the USB. So, Bob says that the left and right connect to the same channel, so he said it would have to be either the cable or something like that in order for that to be, you know, a thing, because I've checked it in Audacity, and sure enough, it basically, you know, one channel is, the right channel is clear, just clear as a bird, or clear as a bell, I guess I should say. But the left channel has a definite noise signature in it. Now, I could take the noise signature out using Audacity, but the way I like to do it is like to get it fixed. So my first step in doing that is being, as it was, that, you know, there basically seemed to be a problem with these. I'm going to play a little bit of this so I get that thing off there. But there, he's cleaning the holes out. They are through-hole connectors, so should be not a problem there. But like I said, let's see if he shows the connector. I think he's going to
try adding a bit of fresh solder to this. This is just low melt again. Just put a bit more flux on there. I'll try using the solder sucker to remove that. That's better.
Got it.
Just give this a bit of a clean up with some isopropyl alcohol and a toothbrush. Right, I shall see if I've got a new socket. Right, I've got a new USB socket.
Yeah, I can't get a clear shot of it.
Bring the listen up.
Oh, there.
So you can have a look. So sense.
So you can see these are the type with the pins coming out the bottom, and they are, like I said, through hole. And there's, well, I think 5 pins there, 3, 5. Yeah, I think there's 5. And let me bring up the ones that Bob ordered for me, and that's these right here. And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pins right there, and same type of thing. So he has ordered those. Will be here Friday, and that was good. And so, like I said, that should fix these up, I think. I'm hoping anyway. And in order to get this these jacks installed, you have to basically take the microphone apart, which I don't have any problem doing that, but it will give me a chance to look it over also on the inside, just to see if there's any bad solder joints or anything like that. So I think that will be good. And like I said, that will come in again Friday. Now I may get these on the bench and start working on, today's Wednesday, so I may get these on the bench and start working on them and get the old jacks out and then get them ready to install. So once I do that, then I'll have two nice, hopefully have 2 nice Yeti microphones. And like I said, they have a very good sound to them, I think. And see if you don't agree, because you can listen to this video and tell me if you do. I think it has a better than the little webcam video or webcam microphone. But it has been a good one. I mean, it has served me well. And so, like I said, it's not a big deal. I don't really have a place to put this one either. These things are heavy too. I'm here to tell you. The base is very heavy, and the actual microphone is pretty heavy as well. So, like I said, and they have a mute button. Now, I assume the mute button is like a cough button. And I think some of them came with the wind, what do they call that? The filter. Filters out wind noise or whatever. But these don't have any. I guess you could buy them little foam rubber things to go over the top if you needed to. Pop filters, that's what I'm thinking. Well, that's not really a pop filter. I think they're more wind filters than pop filters. Pop filters are like a round disc that fits in front of the microphone. So, anywho, I'm talking above my head here because I don't know what I'm talking about. I have been working most of the day on instructions for the mini boombox 2.0 that we will be selling here before long. And like I said, I've already got the wiring diagram illustration done. I've got the parts checklist done. And we are, like I said, we have speakers now for several units. We have... Bob is mailing out. He's out at the gone to the grocery today with his friend, and he has a package of BDST2 cases, as well as I think 3 mini boombox cases to send me, and hopefully those will get mailed today, and I will be getting those before long. I have the ability to print them here, but the way our company is set up, we bought our own printer, and Bob is the one that got it, and so he's the one that has been printing stuff for the business, and that's just part of his responsibilities, I guess, and that's been good. Been working out pretty good. But like I said, that's coming along very well. I'm happy about that. Haven't been out much. The weather just now got today, I don't even know what it is, but I think around 70 degrees. It had been, I don't know, in the 40s, 50s, 60s the last few days, and like I said, I've got my heated blanket, 75 right now, but I've got my heated blanket on the bed again. I had already taken it off, and I put that back on because I was getting cold, and so got my heater on in my room, and like I said, that's probably not went on today, but as warm as it is. But again, like I said, I'm hoping this is the last hurrah for winter. I'm getting a little tired of that. So anywho, that's that. But like I said, this was mainly just to let you know that I got these microphones, going to be putting videos out on them shortly. I've got to make or buy a clamp bolt or whatever you want to call it for one side of these. It is missing. Let me see if I can bring you that listing up of those purchases. Here we go. Yeah, this is the one. You take a look. You see there's one missing there. Take a look closer at that. It's got the screw clamp on that side, but that one's missing. Right now I have the one from the other one in that position, so we can use this one because this is the one that does work. And you can see the price here I paid, $19.45 with free shipping. And like I said, that's seems to be. Let's see if this is the one. I'll make sure I got the right one. Yeah, it says yeah, this is untested. This is the one that didn't test. So it works, but it does have the problem with the mini USB sliding out the end. So like I said, that's okay, but like I said, it is whatever it is. But anywho, that's that. And all this also has that. I don't know if you can see it there. That adapter for using a camera boom type or tripod mount, whatever you want to say, with it. You can use that, and so that's good. I like those. But anywho, that's that. And if nothing else, I'm hoping to get one fixed. And like I said, that's the plan there. And like I said, the other one, again, has got that squeal, and I'm hoping that Jack fixes that as well. If it does, I'll be very, very happy to have two of them. So, anywho, that's that. Like I said, don't want to make a long video on this. I'm going to get off here and get back. And like I said, supper time just about. And going to get to that and get that done. And you guys, in the meantime, have a great day. Thank you so very much for watching. And we will see ya.